guys, I'm CearaLucy. Thank you so much for watching my Mother Nature Challenge entry for the New Zealand Face Awards. Oh my gosh, I am super excited to show you all my makeup today, so let's get started. I started out using a grey cream makeup just to outline this kingfisher and also all of the different native New Zealand flowers and plants that are all in my foreground. All of these were inspired by Mary Taylor. She's an amazing New Zealand painter. Definitely check out her work because it is just so pretty. Then I moved on to my optical illusion hole, starting with a circle in the middle of my chest and drawing radiating lines out from the edges. Next, I'm going in with some white cream makeup to fill in the base for all of my flowers. Then I'm using coloured powder from the NYX Ultimate Brights palette to fill in the middle of the petals, and these are pansies, so this is really similar to some work by Mary Taylor. This part of the video repeats itself and I do not know why. I must have missed it during editing, so I'm really sorry about that. Then I added a little white cream paint to the kingfisher before using body paint to colour the Ko-Fi flowers and Putakawa stems. Then it's back to the NYX Ultimate Brights palette to colour some leaves and my kingfisher. And then for shading I used NYX Hot Black Pigment and some grey powder. Next, I used NYX Lip Cream in Barcelona to line the fronds of the Putakawa flowers, and then I shade with a small amount of NYX Hot Red Pigment mixed with a light grey powder. The butterfly was painted using white cream for a base and orange and yellow body paint. Then I used some more body paint to put in some pink flowers, and I used the Ultimate Brights Purple to line the petals. I then lined some of the leaves in dark green body paint and filled in some of the gaps where my skin was showing in lighter green body paint. I then used a brown body paint to colour in any of the stems that were peeking through the leaves. Then I moved on to lining the butterfly with a black cream makeup before going back to the NYX Hot Black Pigment and grey powder and creating some depth by adding shadows to all of the different bits in the foreground. Then, using more black cream makeup, I lined everything in the foreground and added in some details. Then I moved on to the background and filled in some grassy areas using green body paint. I prepped the rivers using some white cream makeup as usual, and before adding in some small amounts of light blue powder from the Ultimate Brights palette. I darkened up the edges of the rivers using the darker blue from the same palette. It's a really nice blue, but it's quite strong, so I used a really small amount and I blended it out. I then used Ultimate Brights green and blue to add some shadow to the grassy areas, added some brown powder for the earth and added some little white flowers. Then I moved on to the statue head using a white cream makeup as a foundation and then covering my neck in grey cream makeup. I used the same grey cream to contour my face. Then I used a grey powder to deepen all of the shadows. At this point, my camera stopped recording, which was so frustrating, sorry guys, but I've slowed it down to explain what I did. I applied some NYX Lip Cream in St. Petersburg before using a black cream makeup to draw little cracks on my face, making it look like worn stone, and using some green powder to give a mossy effect. I then went in with a cotton bud and makeup remover to take off the makeup where my waterfall tears would be. Next I used an angled brush to apply white cream makeup in tear tracks, which I then filled in with the same colours of blue that I used for the rivers on my chest. Then I went back to the optical illusion hole and deepened the shadows around the hole using a mixture of NYX Hot Black Pigment and grey shadow. I used more of the hot black pigment around the front edge because I wanted that darker bit of the black to give an illusion of depth. I then went back to the foreground, adding in some yellow tips to the Kahutakawa flowers using body paint, and adding centres to my flowers using the Ultimate Brights VERO. Finally, I added in some last minute details using the black cream paint, detailing the flowers, detailing the optical illusion on my chest, and detailing the waterfalls down my face and neck. And here's how I made the wig. So I just used a really cheap wig that was super tangled, so I used some hair product and just curled it up and made it really nice and smooth. I worked in layers. As you can see, these wigs are pretty sparse, so it's really easy to tell which layer is which. I brought the curls round to the front and just tied them off at the side with a twist and a clip. And once I'd done this, I popped in some paper flowers and spray painted with some silver paint. Alright guys, here's one final look at my Mother Nature makeup. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like my look then definitely don't forget to vote for it. Head to the NYX Face Awards New Zealand page and voting will open on the 9th. Thanks guys!